All right, so we're diving into another collection of UEFA Champions League search terms today. And
It's a good one.
yeah, it looks like fans were really keyed in on something specific here.
Right away, you can see it.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Huge spike in searches around a particular match.
FC Barcelona
Yep,
and Borussia Dortmund. That's the main event.
no doubt.
That's the through line here for all these searches.
Absolutely, and it's not just Champions League or even UCL, which you'd expect.
Right.
But we also have very specific searches like
FC Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund lineups.
it's
Where to watch FC Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund? I mean,
This is someone who's
this goes way past just casual interest.
they're ready to watch.
They need details.
And they want to know what's happening on the pitch.
It's interesting, too, how the match itself is phrased in the searches.
Oh yeah, you see all kinds of variations.
Barcelona versus Dortmund.
Dortmund versus Barcelona.
Even just Barcelona, Dortmund.
People have their own ways of searching, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, maybe it's just what they typed in quickly.
Or muscle memory.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just used to saying it a certain way.
But what I thought was interesting is that we see La Champions as well.
Oh, yeah. That definitely jumps out.
So either a lot of Spanish-speaking fans were following this match,
Mm-hmm.
or people were looking for coverage in Spanish.
Yeah, maybe they wanted to watch a Spanish language broadcast or something.
Right, exactly.
So it gives you a sense of the global reach
A global audience.
of this match and this competition.
Now, beyond just the match itself,
Yeah.
we can also see which teams and players were really capturing people's attention.
That's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, we've got Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund spelled out fully,
Mm-hmm.
but also all the abbreviations, Barca, FCB,
Mm-hmm.
and just Dortmund.
Yeah, you see that a lot with popular clubs.
But then you have these really specific player mentions.
Como XNSK.
Lamine Yamal, Sergio Garassi, and sometimes just Yamal or Garassi.
Yeah.
So clearly these players were key figures somehow in the match.
Could be anything, really.
Maybe a standout performance.
Maybe they were involved in some controversy.
Or maybe there was even transfer speculation around them.
Oh, yeah, that always drives a ton of searches.
And we also see Emre Can in there too.
Another Dortmund player.
Yeah, so this all lines up with
Solidifies it.
with this being the Dortmund-Barcelona game.
Right, it all fits together.
Okay, so now let's look at the types of information people were actually looking for.
All right, let's get into it.
Well, where to watch FC Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund? That's pretty straightforward.
Someone's trying to find a stream.
They want to watch the game live.
Yep.
But then we also have FC Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund lineups
Mm-hmm.
and FC Barcelona versus Borussia Dortmund stats. So,
Much deeper dive here.
yeah, they want more than just watching the game.
Right, this could be for fantasy football, or maybe they're into sports betting.
Oh, yeah, you could definitely see that.
Or maybe they just want that tactical breakdown.
Right, maybe they want to analyze the game afterward.
Yeah, you see a lot of that online these days.
We've also got UCL scores, so
Keeping up with the results.
yeah, it could be for this game or
Yeah.
other Champions League matches.
Right, they want the latest updates.
And then Champions League standings. So,
Yeah.
the bigger picture.
Yeah, people were thinking about the overall tournament.
How does this match affect things?
What does it mean for the group stage?
Exactly.
And if we zoom out a little bit,
Okay.
we see more general searches too.
Like
Yeah.
Barca game,
Barcelona game.
UCL games.
So it seems like there's a lot of interest,
Yeah, broader interest in Barcelona's matches in general.
or in the Champions League as a whole.
And then you have those really short searches.
Oh, right.
Like
but
Barcelona versus...
Barca versus.
Those are probably just the beginnings of longer searches.
Yeah, probably typing it out on their phone or something.
Yeah, and then they'll add the opponent or whatever they're looking for.
Makes sense.
So, overall...
we have.
Yeah, what's the takeaway here?
Well, pretty clear that there was a big spike in interest around this one specific Champions League match.
Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund.
Yep, and people were looking for a wide range of information about it.
Live streams, lineups, player stats, even the overall tournament standings.
It really paints a picture
It does.
of how fans engage with these events.
They're not just passively watching.
They're following along online.
They're digging deeper.
You want the details.
And so I think the question for our listeners is this.
Yeah.
What specific moments or outcomes from this hypothetical match do you think might have driven all of these searches?
Yeah, it's fun to think about.
Was it a controversial referee decision?
Last-minute goal.
An injury to a star player?
Maybe a surprising tactical move that had everyone scratching their heads.
It's amazing how much we can learn about a game just by looking at what people were searching for online.
It's like a digital fingerprint
And it gives us a whole new way to appreciate the drama and the excitement
of the beautiful game.
of the Champions League.
It really is fascinating.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this deep dive.
Until next time.
Thanks for listening.